FBG Duck, man. I don't know who shot him, man. I just fucking ran into this, y'all. Man.
I need you to step back.
I'm back. I'm back.
I need you to step behind
Listen here. Ain't no line. What line, ma'am?
I need you to step
Listen here. I'm behind my bike. I stay in this neighborhood. I stay up the street. Y'all, come on. I understand that, y'all. They didn't, man. I don't know, man. Okay, listen here. Okay, listen here. All right. Come on, man. I understand that. That's great, y'all. Hey, y'all, man. They done shot FBG Duck in the Gold Coast of Chicago, bro. In the Gold Coast of Chicago, bro. Why, bro? Why do this got to keep, man? Come on, man. I was riding my bike, bro. Man, this crazy, y'all. It's crazy. I'm back, bro. I'm back. You told me where to be at. I'm back.
So I said that bike. So let me tell you.
All right.
Step behind your bike and the police bike. Please do it now. Please do it now, sir. Step behind your bike and the police bike.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Get him an EMT. Is you ringing for an EMT, sir? Are you? Did y'all dispatch? Where's the EMT?
Sirens and crime scene tape taking over one of Chicago's most notable streets.
I came to pick up the food here at the Le Colonial. Picked up the food, I was about to go, started my car, and next thing I hear poo 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 poo. I'm like, what's happening?
Say the suspects sped away on Oak Street headed west. They're looking for a black Ford Taurus and a silver Chrysler 300M.
To see this happen in the middle of the day is very, very disturbing. Well, we're going to continue to make good arrests and really put pressure on the other parts of the criminal justice system to hold these people accountable.
Carlton Daquan, weakly known professionally as FBG Duck, was a rapper and songwriter. He rose to prominence in the early 2010s as an influential figure in the city's drill music scene. His gritty lyrics and aggressive style often reflected his experiences with street life and gang rivalries. He gained a dedicated following for his controversial diss tracks and high-profile feuds, with his music primarily spanning drill and hip-hop. Born in Chicago, Illinois, FBG Duck was raised in the Woodlawn neighborhood, an area noted for gang activity. Duck began releasing music as a teenager with the Flyboy Gang FBG, a collective that gained notoriety in the early 2010s drill wave. He released music in 2011 on platforms such as YouTube and SoundCloud. His first mixtape, Look at Me, was released in 2013, led by the single Right Now. In 2014, he collaborated with Billionaire Black on the mixtape Clout Life. The following year, he released Different Personalities. Throughout his career, FBG Duck was involved in controversies related to his gang affiliations and the provocative content of his music. His lyrics frequently included disses aimed at rival gangs, such as the OBlock set of the Black Disciples. On August 4, 2020, at the age of 26, FBG Duck was fatally shot in a targeted attack in Chicago's Gold Coast neighborhood, an end that brought attention to the violent realities he often rapped about. 6 suspects were arrested and, in 2024, convicted of his murder, receiving life sentences without parole. In this video I will discuss how the FBI caught the 6 OBlockians who were involved in the murder of FBG Duck, which Mama Duck was ready to risk even her life to get justice for her child. Here's how the FBI and federal prosecutors brought down 6 OBlock members for the August 4, 2020 murder of rapper FBG Duck. FBI agents examined extensive video from street cameras and private surveillance. 4 guns were fired from 2 vehicles, a Chrysler 300 and a Ford Fusion, near a Dolce & Gabbana on Oak Street in Chicago's affluent Gold Coast. Just 15 seconds of violence that injured FBG Duck and 2 bystanders. Much of what happened that day, at the murder scene on Oak Street and elsewhere as the gunman neared, was captured on video, which includes an FBI affidavit. It lays out key evidence that led to the indictment against 5 alleged OBlock street gang members accused in the brazen killing. It says investigators towed a car used in the shooting one day after it happened, later searched it and found evidence that implicated Charles C. Murda Liggins. The document also points to so-called diss tracks, the songs posted online in which street gang members disrespect rivals, fueling violence on the streets. FBG Duck was killed at 4:26 p.m. on August 4, 2020, 16 minutes earlier on Oak Street. It said, Duck got out of a car driven by his girlfriend and stood in a line outside. Duck's mother has said he was shopping for a present for his son.
All right, so can you break down, all right, so for what people here, he was going downtown to actually go buy some socks or something for his son?
He went to they left my house. I didn't see Duck that day because that night, he went home, and my son last words to me, I said, "You finna go home?" He stared at me for like 3 seconds. He was like, "Yeah, Ma, I'm finna go home." That was the last thing Duck said to me.
Around the same time, surveillance footage showed Liggins, Smart and others running down a stairwell at Parkway Gardens at 63rd and Martin Luther King Drive. It said Smart and another person got into a Ford Fusion owned by Offord. The FBI believed Liggins got into a Chrysler 300 with 2 others. From there, investigators were able to trace the vehicle's path from Parkway Gardens to the scene of the murder, using video surveillance and police pod cameras. Around the time Duck got out of the car on Oak Street, the feds say the Fusion and Chrysler were seen traveling in the same direction in the 6200 block of South Wentworth, just 5 seconds apart. The vehicles were spotted on camera in at least 7 additional locations. The document then lays out what happened at 4:26 p.m. in the first block of East Oak Street. The Fusion and Chrysler stopped just in front of the dark-colored sedan that had been driven by Duck's girlfriend. 2 people jumped out of the passenger side of the Fusion and opened fire at Duck, who ducked with another person behind his girlfriend's car. 2 people then also got out of the passenger side of the Chrysler. One, the front passenger, opened fire on Duck's girlfriend, while the other fired at Duck. The shooters then got back into the Fusion and Chrysler and fled. It said Duck's girlfriend was shot twice in the left wrist. The person who ducked behind the car with Duck was shot 3 times and was left in critical condition.
Police will have extra patrols here in the Gold Coast tonight and also near Northwestern Hospital. Detectives tell me they are reviewing security video from all of these shops and restaurants on Oak Street. They are also asking for witnesses, anyone with information, to come forward.
A FBI special agent wrote that Duck was shot approximately 21 times. But the agent also cited a Cook County medical examiner's report that said Duck was shot 16 times. 38 cartridge casings were found at the scene, including 1.357 caliber casing. Meanwhile, the Chrysler was then spotted on police cameras in 8 additional locations before surveillance video showed it returning to Parkway Gardens at 4:56 p.m. That video showed getting out of a passenger seat. According to FBI documents and court testimony, the Chrysler 300 was registered to a woman who was linked to Murda, a family member or girlfriend of an OBlock member. The very same Chrysler was seen during a vlog with Boss Top and other OBlock members standing next to it. Boss Top even went to an extent to snitch during the vlog, saying something he should not have said.
Like you hating on that bitch, we got fast cars, ski-way drag racing them and shit. I don't spend no paper on that bitch. I'ma switch it up, know it's time to hit some gangster shit. Fire ran the up, roadkill, chain shit. We got stripes, Story Yaga bitch, and I ain't had no bus, still want shit from me, the Michael bitch. Really, I don't even like the bitch. Made a bet with bro, who gonna be first strike bitch.
Any thoughts on him? Like, did you know him? Who Duck? Did you know him before? Like everything?
Like that. I don't know. On game. All I know, don't say that shit about Troy or rest in peace, Duck. On game. He's like, you got anything about FBG Duck? You know what I'm saying? You know, don't say shit about Troy. That's it. Don't say shit about Troy. Get that guy over there. Boy, don't ever, you know me. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know I know that. Stop playing. Stop playing. Don't do that. Stop playing. Talk to somebody else with that.
The black Ford Fusion used in the FBG Duck murder was registered to Carlos Offord, also known as Los. The day after Duck's killing, Chicago police found the Chrysler in the 2100 block of Gunderson in Berwyn and towed it. When it was searched August 13, 2020, investigators allegedly found a handwritten note that appeared to list Murda Facebook and Instagram accounts, as well as phone numbers for Murda and BM, which the FBI took to mean baby mama. The FBI agent wrote that investigators also found a spent .357 caliber cartridge casing between the Chrysler's windshield and hood. An examination of that casing and the one found at the scene of Duck's murder showed they were consistent with being fired from the same firearm. Police have previously said Duck's shooting might have been motivated by derogatory statements toward deceased members of the Black Disciples, made by Duck on social media. The FBI affidavit points to multiple online videos, including a July 2020 YouTube rap video in which Duck performed in. Police records showed a $100,000 bounty was placed on the head of Weekly before he was shot and killed. 2 weeks after the shooting, an informant in Chicago police custody told detectives and FBI agents that someone affiliated with the Black Disciples street gang had offered $50,000 to anyone that killed Duck, and later raised the bounty to $100,000. Most people believe the person that might have been the informant is Zell Munna, who was also present during the killing of Duck, but unfortunately he would commit suicide before the arrests were made. The name of the person said to have placed the bounty wasn't released, but the informant said the person bought custom-made necklaces for members of the Black Disciples OBlock faction. The FBI strongly suspected King Von was involved in the planning and funding of FBG Duck's murder, though he was never charged due to his death in November 2020, just 3 months after the shooting.
Ain't no lighter? Hey, let me see the keys. Grab a light out the trunk. So we got the tool light.
Real VV, stupid man. You know? Pieces, man. Real old.
Wow, man. Let me see the keys, trophy. You get trophy like that, man. That's how that looks like a baby.
Here's how the FBI linked him. FBI wiretaps and informants claim Vaughn played a leadership role in OBlock, often funding guns, bail, and hits, solidifying his influence in the crew. Charles C. Murda Liggins. Alleged role: lead shooter, believed to be one of the gunmen who exited the vehicle and fired at FBG Duck. Tracked leaving OBlock in one of the 2 cars used in the hit. Implicated through evidence found in the Chrysler 300. Marcus Muop Smart. Alleged role: shooter, accused of opening fire alongside C. Murda. Caught on surveillance walking calmly away from the scene post-shooting. Allegedly received money and direction from King Von before the murder. Kenneth Kenny Mac Roberson. Alleged role: driver, helped with logistics and transportation. Cell phone data placed him near Oak Street during the hit. Known as a silent enforcer within OBlock. To Carlos Los offered. Alleged role: likely driver or spotter. Believed to have been involved in planning and executing the ambush. Was in one of the 2 vehicles that tracked FBG Duck to Gold Coast. Christopher C. Tang Thomas. Alleged role: lookout and backup during the hit. Communication data linked him to the scene and crew. Ralph T.Z. Turpin, aka Chef T.Z. Alleged role: setup man spotter. Man detective allegedly spotted FBG Duck in the Gold Coast and alerted the crew. Affiliated with THF Trigger Happy Family, a BD set allied with OBlock. All 6 were charged with murder in aid of racketeering RICO, conspiracy to commit murder, firearm violations in a federal crime of violence. Convicted in January 2024. Marcus Muop Smart, one of the 6 OBlock members convicted in the August 4, 2020 murder of FBG Duck, received a life sentence without the possibility of parole. The mandatory federal punishment for murder in aid of racketeering, conspiracy, and firearm offenses. Kenneth Kenny Mac Roberson received mandatory life imprisonment without parole, in aid of racketeering, conspiracy to commit murder, and related firearms charges in connection with the killing of FBG Duck. Charles C. Murda Liggins, the alleged lead shooter in the murder of FBG Duck, received a mandatory life sentence in federal prison. No possibility of parole are in aid of racketeering, conspiracy to commit murder, and using a firearm during a federal crime of violence. To Carlos Los, offered received mandatory life imprisonment, was convicted of murder in aid of racketeering, conspiracy to commit murder, and using a firearm during the assassination of FBG Duck. Christopher C. Tang Thomas was sentenced to life in federal prison with no possibility of parole. He was convicted on 3 counts. Murder in aid of racketeering, conspiracy to commit murder, and using a firearm during and in relation to a murder. Ralph T.Z. Turpin received a life sentence in federal prison, no possibility of parole, was convicted of murder in aid of racketeering and conspiracy to commit murder in connection with the assassination of FBG Duck.
I'ma do the job. And just like I did it for him, justice for Duck and for Brick and Kobe coming soon. Y'all better know that. This shit don't just stop here. And for all you mothers that was cool with street justice, that's on y'all, because now you can't get real justice. And having street justice did not bring your child back. But sending Ace to jail is going to give me a comfort unlike no other, because they will never, ever do this to another family.
If you rock with the facts and the streets colliding with the courtroom, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a drop. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Was justice served? Or is there more to the story? Until next time.